Hello student, this is fourth lecture of force, and in this fourth lectures I am going to start the different law of Newton's, means Newton's law of motion. Newton's laws of motion. Newton gave three laws of motion, and that about that all law I am going to discuss. First law of motion means Newton first law of motion. Newton first law of motion. What is Newton's first law of motion? Newton's first law of motion states that every body continues its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless external force applied on it. It means if a body are in motion, then they travel in a uniform motions, and when and body is at rest, then that remains at rest unless external force applied on it. And this is the first law. Then first it states that everybody continue its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless external force applied on it. That is Newton's first law stated that everybody continues its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless external force applied on it. And this is the first law of, means Newton's first law of motion. And according to Newton's first law, the body unable to change its state of rest or motion unless external force applied on it. And if the body change its position from rest to motion or motion to rest, then there is an application of force we should understand. It means the body accelerates only when there is application of the force on the body. And this statement told by this Newton's. Other second law. Newton's second law of motion. Newton second law of motion. Then what is the Newton's second law of motion? Then Newton's second law of motion states that the acceleration force in a body is directly proportional to force applied on it and inversely proportional to mass of the body. Here it states that the acceleration produced in a body is directly proportional to applied force. and inversely proportional to mass of the body. Newton's second law stated that the acceleration produced in a body is directly proportional to applied force and inversely proportional to mass of the body. Like as when a body is moving with a certain velocity, and when we apply force in the same directions of the movement of the body, then there is a change in velocity take place, and that changes per unit time is less and we already know. And when we apply, it means when we apply more force, then change in velocity becomes more. It means the acceleration produced is more, and so we can tell acceleration is directly proportional to force applied. Another, if the force become constant, but when the mass increases, then the acceleration produced in a body decrease, because when the mass increases, then their velocity change becomes less than that of the previous, and so acceleration produced becomes less, and so it is tell that is acceleration produced is inversely proportional to the mass. Okay, and this way another third law, Newton's third law of motion. Newton third law of motion. What is Newton's third law of motion? Newton's third law of motion is every action has its equal and opposite reaction. It states that every action has equal and here this is has every action has equal and opposite reaction, and this is a Newton's third law. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. Like as I am standing here, it means I am pushing the earth by a force equal to my weight. Similarly, this earth is also pushing upward, vertically upward with the same force. It means there is a action and there is a reactions occurs on my feet. In this way, action and reactions are equal. Then sometimes this type of the questions may arise. The action and reactions are equal, then why it does not balance to each other? Then there is answer. Action and reaction is equal but act on the different body. Means action and reactions act on the different body, so it does not balance to each other. This is a complete answer. Okay. Another, the some numericals may comes from this chapter, and that numericals can be solved with help of the formula, that is equation of motion, and that I have given in previous classes. Okay. Then to solve the numerical, like as to solve numerical, and what are the that is how we can solve the numerical. That is, before solving the numerical, that is we have attention to the sum point. First of all, we have to write the given from the numericals, that is which quantity are given in numerical, that we have to note at first. After that, we have to observe that all quantity are given in SI unit or not. If that all not mentioned in SI unit, then we have to convert that all are in SI unit. After that, we have to observe what we have to find and what are given, and according to that, on the basis of that, we have to apply the suitable formula to calculate the that is things and which we have to find in numericals. Okay. Then that all formula you already know the equation of motion. Again I am going to remind that is v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to u plus v by 2 into t, b square is equal to u square plus 2as, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Another formula that is f is equal to mg, f is equal to ma. Okay, and these all are the formula and which is applicable in but that is the to solve the numericals. Another we already know that is v is equal to u plus gt and v square is equal to u square plus 2gs, s is equal to ut plus half gt square, and in this way that all formula can be but that is the use and according to the what that is the problem, different numerical problem. Okay student, this much for today.